Tan is crying out, fuck all the trends. Bicker's grabbing coffee with some underground gems. It's Rogues FM. Rogues FM.
Oh wait, okay, go. Oh my god.
Put it on.
Put it on.
What's it called?
Start.
Something like, I left my shopping trolley down the road and that's why my mum hates me.
It's not far. It's called Notes on a Conditional Form. Oh god.
I should point out that I fucking love the 1975, but I don't know how I feel about this album yet.
It's sounding pretty dramatic at the moment.
Sounds like the Magic Roundabout.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough shoegaze.
Yeah, it's done.
It fucking sounds like what is it?
Shit. Just one tonight.
In brackets, I wish I was your boy. I wish I was your boy.
I need to look up. What's it called? I need to read the song titles.
Notes on a Conditional Form. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rogues FM. I'm trying to get Ernie to listen to the new 1975 album. I love 1975. Ernie fucking hates them. I don't know how Alex feels about them. But...
Pretty shit. Pretty shit.
You're not in a good crowd here if you want to go talk about them. I thought this album already came out with the yellow.
No.
Oh, it's 22 tracks.
Yeah, 22 tracks.
No.
Oh, 1 out of 5 stars on The Guardian.
The Independent wrote an amazing 1-star review on them. Yeah, just saying how like this album is the sound of Matty Healy wanking himself off, basically.
Oh
That's
my.
And people buy it.
I've seen. I don't know how I feel yet. Because I'm a fan of them, I feel like I'm obliged to like it. But on first listen, I was just bored. I was really bored, and I was just like, what's the point? Because what's the point?
It sounds like the first time you see the Hobbit film and you're like, pretend like, well, I love Lord of the Rings, so, I mean, I've got to kind of like this as well. But it's awful, me.
And then it finishes and you're like,
awful.
What have I done?
Oh, what have I done?
Literally. And then there's another 2. And you're like, I'm halfway through the book and there's still 5 hours. That's what makes no sense.
It's like for me, right? I know you both fucking can't stand them, but this album, it's like every track is trying to do something. So like the opening track the first track is a Greta Thunberg thing. It's 5 minutes long and it's Greta Thunberg having a speech. Fair enough. The second track is like...
So they didn't write it then? All right, cool. Track 1, nothing to do with them. I'm not sure if I can deal with 22 songs, to be honest.
You can skip on.
Look at that. Only an hour 20.
I mean, like, his whole reason was like...
You listen to it for an hour 20. Because I know you won't. Look at him laughing.
I nearly skipped. Look at him
giggling.
I kind of want to hear the Greta Thunberg like sample, just like her on repeat, going like, "How dare you? How dare you?"
No, it's an actual like original thing she recorded for it, but it's like
that's cool. She could have picked a better band.
Anyway, boys, how are you feeling after that interesting beginning of this episode?
Yeah, interesting. I've had a sip of whiskey and an introduction to the 1975. So I've had better Fridays.
You've had a better bank holiday.
No, I'm say, is it Friday? It doesn't feel like
so.
Friday.
I don't know. It doesn't.
It's Friday because we said Friday and now we're doing it. So I think it's
Friday.
We're
We're
doing
doing a Friday. It's Empire Strikes Back Day.
Cheers to Friday.
Cheers to Friday.
It is to me.
Old.
Alex, drink out of the Jar Jar Binks mug. Come on.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah, you got a Jar Jar Binks mug?
Yes, he does.
I've got it in my whiskey sipping mug.
Bring out Jar Jar.
Bring him out.
I love that he dressed up for this school.
Look at me.
I don't know when the last time Alex put a shirt on was.
Yeah, the last time I saw Bison Face, he was shirtless. Just
No,
naked.
last time me and him were talking, it was just shoulders and chin. That's all I could see. Now we got the ceiling. Where do you put your phone when you do these things? Anyway, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, to be fair. I'm actually all right. I had a nice little walk around down by like my local forest today. Got out my head a little bit. It was calm. I'm just thinking about this Jar Jar Binks mug right now.
I can't find him. I think Phillips has stolen Jar Jar from me, Quinoa.
Fuck
Oh,
Fuck
I have to get Phyllis in the call just for that.
Exactly.
Just like put it in front of the
We
camera.
need the mug.
We need it, please.
Well, I promise you it does exist because I wanted it.
If you can send me a photo of it, I'll edit it in right now.
Cool.
I'll
Make
just
it flash up.
Make it flash. Yeah, like like in Fight Club with the dick at the very end.
Yeah.
Like,
Just keep flashing it for the whole thing.
Just sat there with a film reel.
I'm going to message you right now. Do you have my Jar Jar mug?
I can sense your rage as well.
Sense your anger.
But yeah,
Right,
I'm all good. How you doing, Al? Big Al?
Yeah, man, Big Al.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. God, I don't even know what's going on at the moment. All the days kind of seem to blend into one, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I've just got like a new job yesterday, so I'm kind of still like celebrating a bit about that.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's good shit, man.
He's a gigolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything else, I don't know. How about you guys? How I don't know. What's your life's been like since lockdown?
I don't know. It's weird.
Like, you both been furloughed and stuff, or?
Yeah. I've been furloughed.
Still working from home.
Oh, are you?
Nice.
Yeah, but it's pretty much just emails here and there. There's not a lot of like studio stuff I can do really, or like loaning microphones. So
Shit, you did on Kit Room, didn't you?
yeah. So yeah, just emails pretty much. But yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, the first like up until like last week, it was all taken up by uni, so I had something to like channel.
Go ahead, you
towards.
finished now?
Yeah, I'm finished. Well, I could be finished forever because obviously, when I come back in, I was saying this to you last night. When I come back, they could just all be online, and I'm on a film course, and it's like, I'd rather just wait.
Don't want to spend $9,000, do you, just to kind of do a YouTube tutorial.
Oh, fucking exactly. Yeah, and I taught myself more about film since the start of lockdown, and I have in the 2 years I've been at uni.
Really? Shit.
Without leaving the house, so it's just like fuck it. I might just drop out and just go.
Just binging cinema sins with a notepad.
Well, literally, yeah. Just buy masterclass, or like watch the adverts. Do you I was saying,
I really want the Hans Zimmer masterclass.
I was just about to say. I was saying this to the boys the other night. We had an episode where it was us four, and Lewis made a joke about Hans Zimmer, and we both all just went, "That fucking masterclass advert." Where he's talking about like the conversation.
The French horns.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I was like, wait, what's your username on Skype? Because I just clocked that's not your name.
Alex knows what it is.
Jose Jones.
I can't say it.
Jose Jones.
Jose Jones.
Is this something?
I go through like periods just really annoying Ernie while I'm just giving him a certain nickname.
And he won't ever call me Ernie. He'll call me Quinoa.
Yeah, Quinoa Jones.
Quinoa Jones.
And then for a while it was Jose Jones from like the Pixies song. Yeah, how it starts and it's like Jose Jones.
Yeah.
Because we saw them, and then when he did it, you lost your mind.
Yeah, I was
so drunk
I forgot where I was, and then he actually said it, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, he's like standing next to me, and we were both pretty drunk, and he just went, "Oh, Jose Jones." Alex was like,
Oh, it's like that moment, and I'm so pissed off I didn't hear it when I last played a gig at the Horn. I said hello there on stage, and apparently you told me that you coughed up your drink and just screamed General Kenobi across the room.
Yeah, I shouted General Kenobi at the back.
And like, didn't someone give you a dirty look or something?
Just the back row were just like, all right, you freak.
No one gets it. No one knows. No one understands. Are you guys in Star Wars Sith posting? The group on Facebook, the meme group?
No, I left most Facebook things because Alex is the meme guy, and he just sends them to me. You're gonna have a go at him.
You're gonna fucking love this.
Star Wars memes.
So like
constantly, he just sends me pictures of guitars and memes.
I just. So there's this guy on this group. Since quarantine, he invested in a 3D printer, and he thought he'd make his own guitar from it. but he based the body of the guitar off the Lego kit of the Naboo Starfighter
Okay.
of his guitar.
Oh, the
Look at-
yellow one.
Yeah, look at this shit. Can you see that? Fuck me.
Ugh. I mean,
He spent
no.
8 days making it. 8
that would be
days.
the most uncomfortable thing ever
I know.
to play.
Who cares? He's a hero.
He's a hero. He's an actual king.
Alex
Just
is just about.
Alex
Alex is
King.
buying it as we speak.
Yeah.
Did you tell Mika what you bought? Because I told you to.
Oh no! So,
What?
so Mick, I got a bit drunk
Okay.
checking my work, and I ended up buying it's a 12-string 1967 Fender Coronado.
It's the best story. He was like, "It's £1,000. What do I do?" And I went, "Buy it." And he went, "Fuck you, I've done it."
I was like, all right. The worst one is I was speaking to my mate who like knows loads and loads about kind of like vintage Fender guitars.
Yeah.
And I was like, talk me out of it. He's like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, so again,
Who was that, Ollie or Christian?
No, it's his name's Fat John. Lives in Suffolk. Just collects old Fenders.
Oh, great, Fat John.
But Fat John, he knows his Fenders, my man.
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
You were like, "What should I play on my tour string?" I was like, "Do I want to know?"
Oh,
Oh,
straight up.
Jesus. Straight away. I forget that's his Vox, right? On Do I Want to Know?
Yeah, the
Teardrop.
little orange
Little orange lad.
teardrop violin thing.
Holy shit, you've both done a little in sync what's this? What's it called? Will you do that on the chair?
That's when you get the shit in your ass to drop into the nappy.
Yes.
The little cord on the left leg, and if you pull it, it just sort of goes, and then you're safe.
See, mine stopped doing that. I just make screaming noises when I do that, like a really shit, like Woody toy in Toy Story. I just do it. It just goes. "Ah!"
Wait, when does Woody do that noise?
You don't hear it. It's in the final cut, like in Blade Runner. It's got like 5 cuts. There's one R-rated cut of Toy Story, and it's just him screaming at people.
You see this?
See this?
I love how you're like, I hate gold tops simply so I don't buy one and you buy one instead. You.
Have you guys ever tried penning a song relating or about Star Wars or in reference to Star Wars? Because I'm curious. Because I know
Yes.
that. Okay.
The band we were in before had a song called No Disintegrations, and that literally sampled that scene. So, yeah, we have actually.
What's
Queen's
the
done it.
what's the Star
Salacious
Wars
Crumb,
name?
that's Alex.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So that's how annoying Alex is at practice. Salacious Crumb level.
Salacious Crumb. I always. God, I was so insecure. If I'm going to compare myself to Star Wars character, my first 2 practices with the band with the boys, I felt like what's his name?
The Hexagon.
Yeah, the little big head, little body, like
yeah, Ben
when he-
something.
no, Quinderos. What's he called?
Ben something.
Quadraneros, Ben Quadraneros, something like
Yeah,
that.
go with
Yeah,
that.
that's how I felt like.
Hexagon,
Like,
the guy he breaks down at the start.
yeah, that's.
This is going to be an hour of Star Wars chat, isn't it?
I was gonna say, like, because usually, like, I write out questions and I bring to people and go, "Oh, this is what we're gonna talk about." And they go, "Yeah, cool." But I messaged you. I was like, "Do you want questions?" You went, "Nah, let's just chat shit.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just chat shit for an
Okay.
hour. Put it on YouTube."
Have you ever written
Fuck
a
it.
song about something like TV, film, book, like just about that?
What more?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, I'm writing one right now about completely inspired by Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh,
What I
you were
talked about,
saying,
like,
yeah.
like completely like that idea. Ultimately, just sounded very wank and cheesy and just.
I think
Very
if you try and make it sound like something, it normally
Well, that was the problem. Yeah.
yeah. Unless
Like,
you're Alex
like-
Turner and you decide to write about like pears and it somehow make it sexy.
I remember when I first saw you guys on your first gig, which was with TV Coma, right? Like as Bison Face, as an outfit.
Yeah, that was
And-
like about a year ago now, I think.
That was about a year ago, right?
May or June. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was you guys, and then it was Orchard King, and then Coma and Zen. And I remember I was taking photos for Zen that night, and I went outside for a drink, and then my friend comes in and goes, "Oh, Mika, there's this band Bison Face. They sound like Queens. You'd like him." I was like, "Okay." So I walked in, and you had a lot of people, and it was fucking awesome. And I think it was during UFO I walked in, it's like right near the end of the set.
Yeah, that's the not the opener, opposite the endener.
The ending,
Yeah.
the end of the starting. It was
Yeah,
that, and it was like, and just seeing you guys, it was just so fucking cool and tight. But at the same time, it was just like, well, I shouldn't do this anymore. I just was like, fuck, this is really good. I don't know how I can not compete, but it's like, have you heard that story about Brandon Flowers and the first time he listened to the Strokes?
no.
He had a mental breakdown. So like he was with the Killers. He wrote like a bunch of like good, as he says, like good indie rock songs.
Yeah.
And then the Strokes happened. He had "Is This It?" and then he cried and nearly stopped doing music altogether. I'm not saying you maybe stop doing music altogether.
I was going to say, don't do that.
No,
Don't ever do that. That's awful.
No, no. Like, if anything, like this sound again. This is the one of the wankiest things I'll say. Like local bands like you or Wink, like I consider you also to be like, this is a bad word, but like heroes, inspirations, and like reasons, because it's cool to see people do it as well, like down the road. But
Yeah,
like
man,
for a
thank
split
you.
second, that's all right, man. But like for a split second, I was like, fuck, I shouldn't do this. But I was like, nah, whatever. But it was like, it was that good. It scared me, basically. That's what I was trying to get across. And I didn't talk
I
to
had
you.
that the first time I saw Pearl Jam.
Oh, really?
Because I loved Pearl Jam for so long, and I saw
Yeah.
them live for the first time, and I was like, why the fuck does anyone else try and like
Yeah.
play live? Because they were they're all so ridiculous. Like, I'm not comparing us to Pearl Jam at all, because that would be silly.
Right,
But like, it's just that kind of, I know what you mean, that kind of thing of when you're just like, oh, fuck. But you shouldn't feel like that for us, because that.
No. Well, like I said, it was a
No.
split second. Like I shook it off, but it was like, it was that fucking good. And it was right. It's right when you said, "Oh, this is our first show." I was like, "Yeah, like, fuck this." Like, I'm so. I don't stand a chance. But it was good because also like, it gave me a good platform to finally talk to you guys as well and get to know you. Like, because I remember before we played our first gig, so I saw you at the Horn, and then I saw you at the Monarch again with Coma. And I remember passing by. Yeah, I remember passing by going, "Oh, cool set." So I was just like, I just generally, until I started the band, I had like general quite bad anxiety talking to people in general. Like I couldn't get through it. So, but yeah, and then to finally get to talk to you boys like on a level was so cool. And I think the first time I chatted to you, it's a common theme on the show. I was very pissed, and you were very pissed. I don't think Alex was.
Sounds about right.
I think no. I think the first time I met Alex, he was definitely
Alex was
drunk.
at the bar.
He was, yeah, you were at the bar, and
I would
I
have been
think
long gone by that point.
you
Was
think
it
you
at one of our
disappeared.
shows?
No, it wasn't actually. When I realised it, it was when you came back after the NFL fantasy draw sort of for something in London,
Oh, shit,
and you
yeah,
stole
that
that Beaver Tail glass.
Yeah.
And you were
I
like,
I was on the train with it.
yeah, you were just holding it. I think it was you and Ben, and just drunk chatting shit. But it was cool to finally talk to you and like realise that there was a lot of good shit happening. And then I got to meet, like, also got to meet Alex. Again, Alex, you were pissed, but it was great.
Classic.
And
obviously, you know Johnny from like just being local,
Johnny. Yeah, I knew Johnny.
revered beast from every band.
Yeah, Johnny, aka Taylor Hawkins, aka the busiest man alive.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I might come on the call, but I've got like 6 other things I might have to do. We're like, that's fine, dude.
It's okay. Does he have days off? Johnny, like, does he sleep? Because I don't know. Yeah,
he looks after himself better than any of us do. Like he's busier than me, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I had a really good rest," and I'm there just like, "Yeah,
yeah."
like, but yeah, no, he's figured out the magic formula of staying
alive,
like focused, but not en route to an early grave.
So like, it's like
I've never seen him sleep.
Wait, rephrase that, please. Because why would you see him sleep? Where would you?
No comment.
How?
No comment.
I plead the fifth.
So like, back to that point of like me shitting myself for a split second. No, dude, I don't care. I have ADHD. This is normal to me. I'm like, fucking, this is acceptable. Like, so that was your first like sort of a full band show full band show. That was your first gig. That's the word.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
that was the
The
first
first
show.
gig was Bison, but like for both of you boys, what were your experiences before Bison? Like, what were you doing prior? What led to it? How did you all sort of like link up? Because I know you've all been friends for a long fucking
Yeah,
time.
well, we were in a band when we were like 16. How old were we? Called Fugitive Kind, that we did for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alex played bass in that, and we had Laurie from TV Coma playing drums.
Nice.
Yeah, because we're all like Verulam boys.
Yeah.
So we kind of known each other for ages. And then yeah, we kind of you went down to Brighton.
Yeah, that's it. I went to study as a music down in Brighton, and I know that kind of fizzled out. But then we always just kind of stayed in touch. And I think you were going to move down to Brighton at one point, weren't you? We were going to like keep, doing something.
We were going to do like early Bison in Brighton, basically.
Yeah.
Bison
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton Face.
Brighton Face. I'd love to go down to Brighton, but yeah, or live down there even. It must be great. Like, was it good to study at as well? Because you were at BIM, right?
Yeah, man, it's pretty mad. But like everyone's a bit forever 21 though. Like,
Oh, dude.
People well into like 40s who are just like still just going to clubs and getting completely fucked every night, kind of thing. It's really cool though, man. It's a cool place to live for sure. Like,
yeah,
it's so funny comparing it to here. It's so different.
Yeah, I never got that because I used to come down to visit you, and I'd be like, "This is the best thing ever," and you were like, "Yeah, for a weekend." But like,
yeah, that's the thing. I can imagine that. Well, I can definitely imagine that being the same for London. Like,
Yeah,
it's because like
Same vibe.
I used to listen to London. What the fuck? I used to visit London,
From
obviously,
Watford,
for like,
just like
yeah, hello. Like, obviously, used to go down there for gigs or just to go to a bar or whatever with my mates. So then I started studying there, and I commuted in as well. But I was just like, fuck me, this place. I'm done with it. I'm done with it, and that's bad to get to that point where you're so exhausted. Like, I don't know. It's kind of good to have a break now, but I hope I don't feel the same way about Brighton because I do want to go down there and be there at one point, like away from people.
Yeah, I mean, I think London's so huge. You can kind of almost change city by just moving from like Shoreditch to Finchley or something, and then you feel like you're something completely different.
Yeah, the vibes because I'm in the Waterloo area, and it's like that's like dead center concrete jungle. You'll be suffocated
industrial
by steel.
filth.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was a stupid choice, but then like you go Shoreditch, and it's just lovely. It's so good. Or Camden, which is just awesome place to go. But I didn't even know Monarch was a venue until I saw you guys. Like I heard of it.
I
didn't know
hadn't been
it was
in there, and I remember like the stage. You're like the window is at your back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, where's the stage?" They're like, "Oh, just there." It's like,
just there.
Sweet.
Sick.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Yeah,
Quite cool there.
It was great because I remember two distinct moments which I really like you guys a lot. Other than just the riffs you had, it was one point where I think Ernie's pedals was fucking up. You know, like a fucking like Footloose sort of segment, like turning every pedal on and off, like in a sequence. So not even in the chain, just going like duh, duh, duh. You sort of look up and go like, that was the most unprofessional thing I've ever done in my entire life. And then at one point, Alex, your guitar went out of tune, and then Ernie just turned around and went, "You ain't got a fucking tuner, have you?" Like, you play guitar this long, you ain't got a fucking tuner.
It's funny because I was just gonna try to like play that off.
Yeah.
And then he turns around with the mic. He's like, "You're not fucking in tune.
You're not in tune.
You're
not in tune. And it's great because like
everyone knows.
What's wait, tell me one of your slow songs. I think it was during a slow song this happened, and it was great. What's a
that gig? It only would have been Catford Clown or UFO.
Right, yeah. It probably was Catford. It won't be because it was during like the middle, probably. If you're still playing UFO, and there was
a point when your whole tuning peg was like half off.
I know, I was so pissed off.
It was like the first load of practices, and I think the first 3 shows, all your pedal board cables were broken.
Fuck.
And you only had enough power for like half your board, so if you wanted to tune, you had to like unplug everything.
It was so weird. It was like the power supply wasn't like, I don't know. It would kind of be completely fine 1 minute, and then it would just kind of I don't know, like blow up. And it almost happened before like the headline set. We did the horn, and like none of the pedals were working. And
I remember that. You just looked at me like,
and I was just like, shit. But I don't know.
I just remember that.
We've steered Alex towards gear talk. Get away from it.
Yeah. Oh, do we want to talk
I've
about
got some
gear
new
yet,
pedals to show you.
Here's my clean tone.
This is Alex from St Albans
this is
guitarshop.com. No, because he will.
I just again, like that moment again during Clown, it was like probably like one of the shoegazy parts. I think you dropped out, Ernie, and you were singing, and it was just Alex doing his little like arpeggios, but they were just out, like every note was like out of tune, and I could see Ernie's face trying to sing, going like, like just trying so hard not to like break form.
Well, there's half of my brain that will make me go like OCD, and then the other half thinks it's really funny.
Yeah.
So I've got like, I'm trying to remember the words and not laugh, and also not like have an aneurysm. So. And he's just there grinning at me like
smiling away like.
I'm like unprofessional but unprofessional, that sort of thing, because I remember I think it was the gig we done in December with Hal for Rogues. One of our slow songs, it's got no drums, it just has a little bit of like a tambourine beat on every click. And I turn around during it, and my drummer Neil was just banging it on his like bare naked chest, just staring at me. And then I just go, "Oh, you're naked!" And like everyone stops at 2 bars and goes, "Mika, what the fuck did you just say?" Like on stage, like we just stopped for 2, and I'm like, "It's fine, it's okay."
Was he naked?
No, like half naked. Like I was in my head, I was like,
"I was at that show. I don't remember him being naked." Jesus.
I don't remember any of that show after the naked.
Oh, good.
Fuck good. I wish I did. What a dreamy lad. He's like the prince. He's beautiful. Do you?
We're all just pasty, ginger bearded boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've got no.
I mean, I really hope in the edit when I check back after this is finished recording that you're in the middle, Ernie. I really hope that you're just like stuck between this pasty sort of texture here.
Right.
It's just.
I mean, it's only because it's dark. But I'm just as. I'm quite.
Yeah, but you're not ginger.
So my beard is ginger.
Mate, I can get sunburnt by fucking lamps if I'm not careful.
But him in Belgium, he had like factor 5,000, and then he. What did you get? Like you got like stung by something, and I thought you I thought you were gonna die.
Like allergic reaction on my like leg, and got maced with suntan lotion.
Yeah, that was shit.
Oh fuck! Wait! How did you get? Wait, you got stung? Like what? What happened? Wait, I need to know now. This is something.
I don't know. I don't know. It was pretty weird because I've probably gotten like sunburn or something. And I looked down at my legs and they're literally like ballooned up, and I'd had some like allergic reaction to like the grass in Belgium.
Damn Belgian grass.
I remember.
I had to go to medical tent to deal with that, and then like 2 seconds later, like Ernie got like maced by his girlfriend with suntan lotion, like burn out one of his retinas.
Yeah. And I spent half the day like trying to blink it off, being like, "I'll be fine." And then I went, and they were like, "Oh, it's a good job you came in. Like, this is really bad. You could get like permanent burn." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, I'm not missing the breeders. We're staying here, Alex. You're like, I think you should go because you might go blind.
I was gonna say, and we went to the medical tent, and there's like some guy that's like OD on coke next to me, like shaking, and I'm like, I've had an allergic reaction on my leg.
Yeah, there's people in there like hugging chairs, like near death, and it's just like my eye hurts.
I have on this shoulder here. On this here shoulder, I got sunburnt when I was like 12 in America. It was a day trip to NASA. I was walking around Kennedy Space Center with my mum and dad, and obviously not because I'm ginger, also because I'm in Florida, lathered in sun cream, like completely lathered because you just have to be. But it didn't do shit.
Our people don't go there, Mika.
I know. It's a bad move, but yeah. So obviously wearing a shirt, covered in sun cream everywhere. Other than obviously because I'm wearing a shirt, I just done like my face, my arms, all that shit. And it gets to the end of the day, and suddenly I get like this just immense pain, like on both my shoulders. And I get back to the hotel, I take my shirt off, and I have yellow pustules this big on both my shoulders from the burns. And at 5 a.m. and I woke up writhing in pain the next morning at 5 a.m. on the 4th of July on Independence Day, complete agony, and we had to go
Look
to
at
the
his
hospital.
face when you said pustules. Look at it. He's so disgusted.
No,
He's
dude,
like,
literally
"Ugh."
actual pustules. Like,
I just want to write a song about that visual image. Just
dude,
like...
it literally was one this big, one here, and one here.
What, through
Like
your
that
shirt?
fucking. Yeah, like it burnt me through my fucking shirt.
Fuck,
Like,
no.
yeah,
Jesus
and
Christ.
then so I had to spend the next 5 days, the end of the 2-week trip in Florida, not going on any of the like overhead lap bar rides because it will pop and like get infected. And I had to spend, and we spent like $300 because it's America in a hospital. We spent like $300 on like Sudocrem, basically. And it, oh, dude, and like day by day,
Just get in the sea. That's saline solution.
well, literally, yeah. But we were supposed to go out to Disney for Independence Day, but we couldn't in the end, so we just had to go watch some fireworks at some street. Oh, it was so shit. But the point of the story is just literally, Alex, wear sun cream everywhere because it will get you and it will fuck you hard. Because like
I share your pain, brother. I share your pain. I went to Egypt and didn't get burnt once. I went to my mate's wedding in North Yorkshire. Got absolutely cremated. I was like, "There's no sun in Yorkshire."
Yeah, I think the
Like
worst
some
sunburn
old-
I ever got was the Isle of Wight, and I did Cape Town fine, and then Isle of Wight like ruined me. So
fuck.
maybe England's the
You
worst.
just don't expect it.
We're just the worst. We are simply the worst. I just don't get why. I don't get it. I don't understand anything right now. Like
The weather, like
the
anything.
yeah,
Pamphlets.
yeah, religion, the weather, our government, life. I'm lost, and this is the only thing.
You'll join us here at therapy.
Yes. Tell me how you feel. Just close your eyes and.
I'm disgusted by your pustule shoulders, if I'm honest.
Oh, dude, the best part day by day, they were popping overnight with the cream, the heat shit.
Here we go.
So
Alex has left
imagine,
the chat.
so Alex, so imagine you're just woken up by a wet feeling at 3 a.m. in your condo, and you look to your shoulder, and it's just like a moon crater of just plasma just leaping down your arm.
Oh God!
It's just that.
Oh my!
Just that.
I'm gonna get out the pedals if you don't stop this.
You might as well.
I'm getting
Wait.
out the board.
You get another hour of Alex going, this one goes...
Welcome to my pedal board.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Did you just turn it on yourself?
Wait,
just happened to you?
Did you get that too, that lag?
Yeah.
That was incredibly timed. That was perfect.
Welcome to my pedal board. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my God!
But yeah, how are you guys doing the lockdown? Have you had any practices or anything? Have you been like doing anything band wise together or?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we have been doing some bits and bobs. Like, me and Aiden have started like sharing ideas. We're gonna get to the point we're gonna start like cross writing songs with each other. But yeah, like for me personally, I don't know. I kind of in the first month I kind of enjoyed doing fuck all. I just because I was so I remember. I think you guys were both there actually. The last time we were at the Horn together when we saw Skeleton, I was saying to you just how much I fucking hated uni, like how I just felt I was exhausted. Like it just stripped me of like identity. It felt like, and it blew me out. So the first month, obviously, I'm not really enjoying this situation, but it's like I'm just gonna breathe this first month. I'm not gonna do anything. I just need to just relax and wait. But now I'm getting to the point where like I'm like a bit more artistically fueled, and I'm trying to like figure out and like ask myself questions what I want to do. Because basically, Alex, you don't know this, but every 3 days I have a mental breakdown when I write a guitar riff, and Ernie has a go at me, and so do my bandmates. He just sort of goes, "Mika, shut the fuck up. Just write something." Yeah.
I just open my phone and there's a like 10 paragraphs. And I just go, "Fuck off," and he's like, oh, "That's exactly what I needed." I'm like, sick.
Yeah, literally. I need someone to tell me just to shut up, because it's like, especially because I'm still so new to this. Like I definitely, listening back to like our first bunch of songs and gigs, it's like the stuff that I've written. It's fun, it's enjoyable, but it's like I don't believe it, and that's a problem. it's like a few of the songs, like I don't believe them. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like
I'd often send Alex like random ideas, and he's just like, "I like this one. I don't like these three." I'm like, "All right, that's fair." Like,
yeah. Oh, cool.
That's fair. Or you listen back to it like a week later, and you're like, "No, there's another folder saying naughty songs, and they don't come out."
Is it like shit like chick tweets, or is it like actual songs?
No. There was one when you'd written this riff, and you recorded it really fast for some reason. And then you were like, you left it with me. So I thought that was the tempo he wanted it. So I wrote this whole song around this little riff. And I sent it to him. And I was like, oh, man, it's real. I think it's really cool. Here you go.
Yeah.
And he went, it's too fast. That's all he said. And I was like, you did it. I was like, it was you. He was like, it's not what I've got in my head at all. It's like, you did it. So yeah. What happened to that song?
I don't know.
Was that Latin Day One that we named after the bongo loop?
Sorry, what? Wait, bongo loop.
Yeah, there was a song that had like a maraca loop from Logic, and we didn't know what to call it, so we just called it whatever the maraca loop was called.
But like, it fits so perfectly into the song.
Oh, dude.
Like, we both just looked
Let
at
me
each
see if
other
I can
like,
find it. I'm gonna try and find it.
Bring it up. Holy shit. Yeah, like this sounds so pretentious and wanky. I was trying to find that, but it's like, because I've just had this sort of time to think back and reflect, I've been thinking, what can like Rogues Gallery as a rock band bring to the table without putting too much strain on ourselves, and like where do we fit in all this? Not saying that like we got to have a reason, but it's like I know I can write beyond what we've got, what the stuff that I've written. We can go way better and bigger than that, but like, I'm still trying to figure out how, and that's kind of exciting as well, and a good part of the process.
I say, surely the only way to get better with it is just to keep writing
doing it.
songs.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
Through it. I mean, you're just like, obviously, the more songs you write together and individually, the better you're going to get. So, I mean, like you're saying, how do we kind of make our place? It's just by doing it, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's the only way. Because it's like with Bison, even though there's like there's different types of rock genres scattered throughout and influences. Oh.
Turn it up, man.
Turn it up.
I'm trying.
It fits.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
This is a tune. Why don't we use this?
I don't know. We need to do something with it, man.
We do need to do something with it. Because you put slide in, and we were like, oh.
This is like full Queen's me. This is like,
I want to be Josh Homme. Yeah, this is
straight off Lullaby.
We probably went, that's two Queens, and then
Wait,
shelved
that
it.
literally is Blood is Love. That is literally the Blood is Love.
Is it Blood is Love, Alex?
Nah. Who even is Troy?
Wait,
Mann,
can you play Blood is Love? Play it now, please. Whack it on, just so I can hear the fucking rhythm and those little like lead licks.
I would.
He's
I
done
would
it
say
again,
it's
hasn't
anything. It's Everyone Knows You're Insane, or whatever that is. Let's find out.
Really?
Oh, the way that starts with this slide.
Just wait. This is gonna get flagged to fuck this week.
Alex Bowden, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker, that's Blood is Love. That's Blood is Love. Straight up Blood is Love.
It's
fine.
It's fine.
To be fair, half our songs are just write-offs of Arctic Monkeys and Queens. It's like, fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Just mix up the eras so no one knows what's going on.
Yeah. Back to the start, doing 1975. Just make every track so completely different. It has no coherence whatsoever. Just completely fuck it.
Instantly shot down.
Oh, God. Make one track hardcore, the other track garage.
Yeah, and then name them all by just getting all the words you can make with a Scrabble bag and then just chucking them at a fridge. Being like, we'll call it that.
What's the story behind Bison Face? The name? I remember you telling me. Was it a comic book thing you wrote, or was it like your cat?
It was loads of different things. Yeah, it was the name of a character that I used to draw, and then it was the nickname of my cat, and then it was just a few random things, and we had loads of names that me and Alex would just like had in all. Like we kept going, what about this? And then one of us would be like, what you want to call it? Birthday sex for ages. And I was like, we can't be called birthday sex.
You were so angry about that as well.
Yes, you can.
I was like, birthday sex works. And you kept saying stuff, and you said, like, Bison Face out of nowhere. And I was like, that's pretty desert rock.
It was like, you just went,
really
that
Queens.
one. I was like, all right. Random. You're like, that one.
I
I
don't
was like,
even know.
that goes with the maracas song very nicely. Like,
Yeah. To be fair, that was the only one that didn't sound like your generic like shit band name, like Dirty Sword. You're like, okay.
Dirty
oh
Sword.
god, oh lord.
Oh,
Do you regret that band name, or you fine with it? Because
what,
like
Bison Face?
yeah, like is it one of
No,
those
I
things
lo-
where like
I
you
love
just
it.
well, oh, good shit.
Yeah, I like it. I just yeah, because if you tell people and then some of them are like, why? I'm like, cool, that's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, who cares? just decide on it and move on. Otherwise, you're going to be thinking about it for like years. Like, who cares?
That's why I said.
Like most band names don't make any sense. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like you just kind of associate them with like, oh, their music's good, so like the name's good. It's like, take the name out of it, and the name's actually really shit.
Yeah. Going back to
Monkey,
like
the
Smashing
terrible
Pumpkins or something like that.
Yeah.
If you
literally.
turned up at Battle of the Bands, like we're Smashing Pumpkins, everyone would be like, all right.
All right. Yeah. Like that
Yeah.
was what it was like for me. The reason why I said the word regret, because like with Rogues Gallery, I nicked it from a oh, beg your pardon. I nicked it from a Batman comic cover. Like it's a really cool artwork. It's like he's in like this mirrored room from like Joker's Funhouse, and like the Rogues Gallery in term is like an esteemed list of like criminals in it. So it's like in Spider-Man, it's like Doc Ock and Goblin and like Vulture and all that, and in Batman it's like Joker and Two-Face and all that. And I just thought it sounded cool, but it's like even now I get nagged like, oh, I don't like this name. I can't stand this fucking name. But I talked to a few people, but I talked to you about it, and it's just like the name's whatever. It's really whatever, unless you're like a high functioning art band and it serves.
I think the only problem is when there's bands when there's like 10 of them called the same thing. That's when it's shit and you should change it.
Yeah, there's only one band called the Rogues Gallery, and it's not even like that's the main part of their thing. I think it's Tim Robbins and the Rogues Gallery. So easy to find us on Spotify in time, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I dig Bison Face. I like it.
I dig Bison Face. So like Ladybird dropped.
Yes.
The good shit. Are you still as gassed about it as you were at the start, or are you just like now?
Yeah, man.
You're kind of mixed about it, aren't you, man? You went through like a bit when you're like sick of it, and then probably got
I said this in an interview the other day. Yeah, I just kind of because we were sitting on like all the tracks we started. They've been knocking around for like a year now.
Yeah, because there was a whole thing, right, where like you got
so
it
like
right,
Ladybird and this,
right.
Ladybird and the EP. Like the EP was probably meant to be out now-ish sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because we've been working on like the subsequent stuff. But like everything takes ages to get it done.
Yeah, literally.
We kind of we did it, and then we kind of sat on it for a bit, and then overhauled it, remixed the whole thing. And it came out way better. So yeah, Ben did a really good job on that. So yeah, I'm stoked on it. It's just it's kind of shit with all the lockdown stuff that we can't like keep going because we got all that kind of. Everyone was like, "Oh, that's really cool. What's next?" And we're like, "Nothing yet." So,
yeah, that's the most heartbreaking
thing.
Ladybird,
yeah.
Just keep streaming, please, because like there's such a heartbreaking thing. Because I'm pretty sure yours was the first of the lockdown releases. Was Ladybird like
the Friday before the lockdown started on the Monday, and it came down on like the Friday before.
Yeah.
We had like a free weekend of everyone driving around listening to it, and then everyone was like inside.
Yeah,
I think we're all pretty happy with it. It's done really well. Like,
it has done well.
Surprisingly, it's like it's done great. Yeah, it just so happens it's just a shit time for everybody, isn't it? Yeah. So
I remember you both described it about getting that mix. You both said at different times to me, if it doesn't want to make you walk down the street with your cock out, you don't want it.
Yeah, very nice.
Like not in a harassing way, obviously.
In a proud, moment
of self-love,
like an empty street in the Wild West, and you're just like, arseless chaps, done.
Arseless chaps. That's what
I don't really want to release anything proper until it's like how we want it,
Yeah.
Because we kind of did it with Ladybird. Like I put out the first version on SoundCloud to test the waters, and then took it straight down and was like, actually no, like we don't want it up really. We just want to like when it's how we want it to then get it out. Yeah. So, I mean, Mallrats and Heathers will be like probably the first couple of tracks to drop off the EP. We'll have to see though. Like once we got the whole EP back, once we finished it, Al's laid down his filthy leads, and then we'll see what we're thinking.
Am I allowed to say about when you sent me the Mallrats demo some time ago? Like the first original demo, I think, without any vocals, just the instruments.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Oh,
what did you do?
No, nothing. Literally, I heard it. I can confirm that A, it slaps, and B, I got bored last week. I was trying to figure out the fucking now, just because I was fucking bored. Like,
what is it, Al?
What is it?
Hear me, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Set me the tab. Set me the tab, and actually tune your guitar. Set me the tab.
Alex's tab is just a picture of me with a knife in it and then a sad face.
It's just the Jar Jar Binks mug.
Exactly. Just smiling at you making all the mistakes.
Like,
I remember we played the fan club show, and it was like at that point it was like, oh my god, this is bad. And then that was the first track, and I was in the wrong tuning. It's like the first note. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember this. I remember you had to stop.
We started it, and I was like, oh fuck, well, fucked it. Like
it was so big because it was like I remember it was
that was so good.
Remember that was so funny because like how I knew how much that gig meant to you, just how big a fan club like like fan you are. And so I was like, yeah, make sure I like don't do anything wrong, everything's cool. And you do the first note completely wrong. I was like, oh my god. I
could just see Dara as well. Dara from Fan Club was just standing there, just creasing, and I was like, fucking hell, I can't believe I've done that.
That night was so cool for me, just as a fan of music, because like, and of you guys, and Fan Club, and El Muno actually, because like I remember
that was such a rad show.
Because I remember like at 9 a.m. I touched down from Florida. And I messaged you.
Oh yeah. You were like, "I'm gonna come."
And you just went like, "You dirty ginger bitch, go home, get some kit, come out and get a shot of whiskey with me." Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I remember you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna come, but I'll be jet lagged." And I thought it would be like a couple of days, and then you text me at like midday, like, "I'm here now." I was like, "What?"
Yeah. I'm gonna have a nap for 4 hours, and I got the bus. I met Aiden. We hit the bar, shots. And then
that show was fun, man.
Yeah, first time he saw you guys, and like even before you came out, it was like all your fucking boards and like your Dr. Z stack, just like blocking the door. And then like Alex had his gear out, and oh dude, it was so good. And then
we all had so much stuff because the fan club guys had like a bass stack, a Marshall stack, and 2 Fender combos. Then we had amps, and El Muno had amps. It was like 2/3 of the horn stage was just towers of unnecessary gear.
And like I was just saying to like I was saying to Aiden, like, you're gonna flip your shit, and then you're about to go into it, and then it's the wrong tuning, and it's just go back to it again, and it was just the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah, I was so
fucking loud, so loud. I remember I filmed you guys, and my phone speakers couldn't handle it, so I had to silence the video automatically on my phone.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, Jesus.
That
was a loud show.
So good though, so fucking fun.
Man, I miss playing.
I was about to say.
We all literally about once a week we're on the band chat, just like, oh, I want to practice a gig. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like when they allow. Whenever this video is going to go out, because like there's so many things to get through, but like if by the time this comes out they've somehow allowed like small groups of indoor meetings, one of the first things I'm fucking doing is having a band sesh with the boys, just jamming in the in my drummer's room.
I think we're gonna have to go to Squirrel and get Big Arthur to supply us with much craft beer till we all can't walk. That'll be the first thing.
Big Arthur.
And then practice. I can't wait.
Yeah,
but it's a kind of weird thing because it's kind of something to look forward to. Like next year, there's going to be so much art because everybody is stuck inside, like doing stuff. So the amount of like films, the amount of plays, books, music, like everything, because everyone's just sitting at home, like, oh well, next year it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I was so gutted because we meet like with Rogues. We had the plan of like our first 2 singles, and we're gonna put on just a good show. And I wanted you guys to be support like so bad. Like I remember back in December, I wanted you guys to come and support us. or play with us just because we had a spare slot, and we're like, fuck it, just get Bison. We
Yeah,
I
think it was only me and Al were about, weren't we? Or maybe just me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like because you guys were a different. Like,
That was a fun show though.
Yeah, thank you, man. But like I was saying this to May from King Violet, this could be just my personal anxiety, but like, are you guys scared about the suffocation of all the art over this next time? Like the fact there's going to be too much happening and there's going to be a lot of movement and like not a lot of like stopping, even though obviously we just got out of a huge period of being stopped. Are you scared of like it being so lost, and are you scared of the fact that you might get lost in that and no one's going to be able to find your art?
Nah, just want to get stuck in. Just want to get stuck in, man.
Yeah, no. I mean, if people like it, they're not gonna go. Actually, I can't be asked anymore. You know, if people want to hear music, then they're gonna. I mean, I haven't stopped listening to music.
Yeah.
Like, and there's still stuff, you know, coming out on like your release radar, or if you follow bands that you like and you go on their radios or whatever. Like, it's still all going on. You just can't play gigs really. And I think, I don't know, that the only worry is that it'll all happen too early. Everyone will go nuts and be dumb, and then it will happen again, and then it'll be like mid 2021.
Yeah, I'd rather, even though I want a gig, because obviously the big plan is opening everything up by the 1st of July, right? I call bullshit on that. I honestly would rather wait another 6 months or longer in one chunk. No, but like if I have to, you know, if I actually have to.
Yeah.
If I have to have one long chunk of doing nothing, just so I know when we can have it again, we can have it all the time.
Yeah, I guess.
Instead of just having it at one time and then waking up the next morning and fucking hacking out your lungs. You know,
yeah, going to one gig and then they're like, right, no more of that again. Like,
yeah, no more of that. Like, banning fun is not fun, and like I'd rather wait until the coast is like completely just clear. And like again, you're right. This whole thing of writing art, like I know for a fact now. I mean, we were talking about walkout music yesterday.
Yeah.
In our heads, we already know like the song that's going to play, the point we're going to walk out on, and that makes me so like.
Yeah, I texted that to Alex actually. He didn't reply.
Alex, you dick.
No.
What was this?
What's this? Oh, dude, but yeah, like.
No, man, it's. I mean, I think everyone was going to be on the same page, right? Like all the venues are just going to be wanting to put on shows and keep it going, but everyone's got to be beautiful, sensible about it. Yeah, it's going to be great, but we'll have to see, man.
Got to be sensible,
especially at the Horn. You think how like rammed the Horn gets, like at those like really busy gigs.
Yeah, think of the condensation.
It's gonna be so.
Man, I was at Ali Pally about 2 or 3 weeks before the lockdown when Cage Elephant played.
Yeah.
And then I think during the lockdown we were like, like everyone there probably had it or got it. If you were at gigs like that week.
Yeah, because I was at Frank.
Because I was super ill for like 2 days.
Yeah, you were in it.
But it was before lockdown.
Yeah.
So it was only about 2 days, and it was before anyone even thought that like it was over here. So so many people just like, I felt a bit shit today, and then you kind of get on with it, and then 5 months later be like, I probably had it.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I just there's definitely do it safely, and like more than ever, especially after this bullshit. It was a rule that applied before, but even more so now. There's no time for fucking egos. Don't want to hear it. Like, I know everyone's going to be excited to get back on the wagon and playing gigs again, but like, if you're going to be a dick about it, then I don't think you deserve to be the first in line or anything like that.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah.
Just let me play, bitch. I want
to. No, I hope we all come out as a stronger community and kinder and actually look out for each other properly. You know.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, there'll always be people that won't.
I think everyone already kind of does that in a way. Like the scene here is really good. There's like so many like good up and coming bands. Like man. As I said, I lived in Brighton for 5 years, and there was like really good scenes for it, like loads of different scenes. But there was all these kind of internal rivalries, and they all kind of hate each other and all this bullshit. While here, it's like we can only really do like one venue. There's all like the same kind of bands. Everyone's like really good like quality. Everyone's the same kind of level. It's really good. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a really good time because. Like when we did our previous band, we were like 18 or something. I don't remember there being as many like bands about and stuff. And
no, that you'd always get
You had like Atlantis, right? Atlantis and Shikari, but like were they
Yeah,
all
but they-
big?
No, they
Just
were
like-
already huge by that point.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were in school, Shikari were doing like Roundhouse and Brixton kind of size.
Right.
But the smaller venues, there just wasn't. I can't remember there being as many kind of local bands that we were just kind of like mates with and stuff. Well, like, every local band now, I think, is like everyone's mates basically, which is pretty cool.
Well, we've actually got a scene now where it used to be like like you know there'd still be so many like regular gigs and there'd be bands traveling and stuff, but no one knew each other. You'd all kind of turn up to soundcheck and just be like, "Hi." Whereas now it's kind of like, "Oh, like we're playing with our mates. It's gonna be cool." And we'd get like 4 people down as well because it's just now there's a scene like people kind of go regularly, which is really nice. You get like the same people, then they bring new people, and it's kind of
like I don't know. There's I'm scared of all the busyness, but also I'm very excited because I know for a fact all of us are just going to be like, let's play a gig. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, man,
let's do it.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be like, we want to play 8 shows in 2 weeks or something. Like,
no,
I think everyone will still be trying to. Yeah, everyone will be sensible to an extent.
Yeah, I think I'm just.
But I just think in the whole kind of in the whole world almost, it's just everybody's just sitting on stuff now, waiting for it to get better. So I think it's going to be good.
Hell yeah!
Well, it's got to be, and it's got to be better than this.
Yeah, it'll be better than this.
Exactly.
I don't want to hold you up, boys. I don't want to hold on to you boys for too much longer. We're going for an hour. Before I kick you all off, do you all have like an album you want to suggest people to listen to, like a band or anything like that? I suggest Notes on a Conditional Form by the 1975.
Don't listen to that. I suggest you do not listen to that.
Listen to the new TV Coma song, man. That's
Boomerang. Yeah, Boomerang's class.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I don't know now. Don't know. Listen to the new Mighty Orchid King record when it comes out.
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
First 2 tracks are just
that sample sounded sick. They did the other day. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
Yesterday of Johnny fucking playing the drums on the fucking thing.
That was his cake topper.
Oh, is that what it was?
When we did a like Mighty Orchid King and the Vone, and me and Johnny. So it was like a Bison Face Vone.
Oh, was this the
party thing?
Fighters night? Or...
Yeah, we did like a Foo Fighters. There is nothing left to lose playthrough kind of gig.
Yeah.
And it was around Johnny's birthday, and he got a cake at the end of it, and it had that like icing drummer, and he was wearing the exact shirt as well.
Oh my!
So that's what that was. So yeah, no, their album. I've heard a couple of little snips, and it's going to be great.
Nice.
So yeah,
them. All right, boys.
Or Pixies.
Pixies.
Always.
These are Stone Age Pixies. I need to get back into Pixies because I listened to them when I was like 15. I loved them, and I've completely forgotten them. Like,
so Alex got me into like the Spanish side of it. They've got like a kind of there's the 90s grunge sound that everyone knows, and then there's like crazy singing in Spanish songs, and they're the ones that Alex sends me. So now I've got more into that side than I have like Gouge Away.
Fuck,
that's your doing, Hawaii.
Ginger.
Bloody ginger Hawaiian.
Ginger Hawaiian. Right.
Oh.
I love you, boys. I don't
love you too, dude.
Fucking love to see your faces, actually. I haven't seen your faces for the longest time. So fuck yeah. Right. It's okay, yourself, lads.
It's been nice. Cheers, dude.
All right,
See you later.
Yeah.